What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Tonight, I had to stop what I was doing after watching a video from the Amazing Lucas. Amazing Lucas is my man. I've done some videos with him, or actually I've done an interview with him on my radio blog talk show. And I think he's a great guy, love his commentating. And it's rare that I sit back and I watch another commentator and be like, you know what? I got to make a video off the commentator who did the commentating, and Lucas, he broke it down because I felt his passion and his anger after watching a Democratic ad that's being, I guess, ran in the Maryland area. But the man made the video, the response to this, Amazing Lucas did. And I said to myself, I cannot let the Amazing Lucas have all the fun. See, right now we're going to have to do like Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man did. At one point where, they both was at the height of their careers, they had to combine their forces. They had to come together. You can't just have the Hawkster out there running around talking about you want to know something, Mean Gene? Yeah. And then on the other end, you got the Randy Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yep, get over here, Elizabeth, right now. You can't have those two mega stars out there and they never come together. So they had to come together, and then it became the Hulk Hogan Macho Man duo. And right now, that's what we're about to do. I'm about to unite my forces with the Amazing Lucas because I need to piggyback off of some of the things that I saw in this video here, right here, this video, okay? As they say. Let's take a look. Let's see who these, let me make sure I got it running. There we go. Okay.
I'm Rich Madaleno. I'm running for governor to deliver progressive results and to stand up to Donald Trump. Here are a few of the things I've done that already infuriate him. I protected Planned Parenthood from the Republicans in Congress.
Take that, Trump.
I helped.
Now, first thing he says is he protected Planned Parenthood from the Republicans in Congress. Now, I'm not going to just repeat what the Amazing Lucas said concerning the history of Planned Parenthood. But when he was commentating on it, I thought about something else. All right. Remember a year or so ago when you had all these black people and all these Republicans and liberals and all of these politicians in the media talking about we need to go and we need to tear down all of these statues all over the place because the origin of them comes from racism, the history, all of the history from General Lee. It just reminds us of the slavery and the oppression. And it's going to make me feel better about my life and put money in my pocket to miss work, to go down somewhere where I don't even know where it's really at. But I'm going to go anyway on some bus that somebody paid for me to get down on, George Soros or whoever, just so I can take a lasso and throw it around, the statue and yank it to the ground so I can feel better about myself. So I can feel like we kind of cured a little bit of racism. Yeah, we kind of took away a little bit of oppression. I feel a little bit better about being black in America. Remember they had all the black people juiced up for that? And they always focus on, you got to look at the origin of it. But the origin of Planned Parenthood was designed to kill black people. And yet, not one. I haven't heard one liberal black person say, let's go tear down some Planned Parenthoods. Let's go in there and march and protest about Planned Parenthood, because when I think of it, it reminds me of the origin, the hatred of black people. It reminds me of how they want to exterminate our whole race. And isn't it ironic that they put them in low-income areas, even to this day, and defend it? Isn't it ironic? But yet, black liberals, black people who've been voting, a lot of minorities have been voting for Democrats, they don't even question that. They don't talk about, oh yeah, we need to talk about the origin of it, and it's so offensive to us that we need to go and protest and tear that down. Why is that? That's because they got them brainwashed. See, the liberals and the Democratic Party can get away with stuff that conservatives can't, because see, their marketing strategy is amazing. Their marketing strategy is to say, you know what? We're going to say things. We're going to create things. Okay, stuff that we created, like all of this false racism and oppression that they say is going on right now, like Planned Parenthood, like the fact that they were the ones who started the Ku Klux Klan, supported slavery. We're going to create all that stuff, but then at some point, trick all of y'all into believing that all of this stuff stems from the conservative party. Yeah, that's what we're going to trick y'all into. Make y'all forget about all the origin, all the history of all that stuff The statues that you're tearing down were all Democrats, okay? But yet, we ain't gonna even make you question the Democratic Party. I don't understand that. That is the greatest mind trick of all times. To say, you know what? Even though we're responsible for all of this mess, we created, we caused the problem, then give you the solution to the problem, which ain't really a solution. It's just really a solution to our problem, which is we need to stay in power and we need y'all to vote. So we can't fix your problems. We just need to identify them and tell you that other people created them. And yet we have the solution, but we really don't. We really don't. So you're getting back to this. The man's talking about supporting Planned Parenthood. Now we just gonna break it down piece by piece. Then look. Take that NRA.
Public schools, not vouchers.
Take that, Trump.
Now, listen to what else he says. He talks about the NRA.
I believe it.
All right, what else he believes
I
in?
helped ban assault weapons in Maryland.
Now, the man said he helped ban assault weapons.
Republicans in Congress.
Okay, here we go.
Take that, Trump.
Take
I
that,
helped
Trump.
ban assault weapons in Maryland.
Take that, NRA.
Okay, so now he says, I helped ban assault weapons in Maryland. Did that decrease the crime? I'm not sure. You know, you help ban assault weapons in Maryland. And once again, like I said in another one of my videos, what is an assault weapon? The Democrats are masters in play on words. Just like they say, Trump didn't have a spy in his camp. It was a human resource intel operator. That's all it was, aka spy. That's all it is. No, these aren't illegal immigrants. They're undocumented citizens. That's all they are. They are masters in play on words. So now all of a sudden you throw out a term like assault weapons, okay? And you have to ask yourself, any weapon I have to use to save my life has to be an assault weapon. So that technically will give them the green light to ban all weapons. But yet they got people believing they just focused on one weapon. Garbage. They're masters at it though.
Public schools, not vouchers.
Take that, Trump.
Oh, look at that. He supported public schools, not vouchers. You mean the same public schools who have the unions that are in bed with all of the Democratic Party? The same public schools that, of course, you know, and I'm not knocking teachers in the public school, but I also know that there is a modern day of slavery that exists in the sense to keep black people and certain minorities in certain types of schools. And you know how they switched it up? You want to know? I'm about to tell you the secret. They base the amount of money that they give to a school district off of the housing value. Now, I don't know about you, but where I grew up in the Youngstown, Ohio area, when my mom and dad bought a house, it wasn't for $50,000. It wasn't for $75,000. You know how much our house cost? $5,000. Okay? 5 G's, okay? That's all we paid, 5 G's. Now, do you think, based off of the housing value, when I was growing up in the inner city of Youngstown, do you think they were sending a whole bunch of money into the inner city for those kids? No. And you know what their excuse is? Hey, it's not our fault. I mean, it's just the rules. We can't give a lot of money to a housing value district that, I mean, the housing is just, it's low. It's not our fault. But you know what? The outskirts, their houses are like 200,000 and up, so we're going to kick all the money out to them. Yeah, knowing who predominantly lived in the inner city, black and Latino people. Yeah, but when they said, well, can I go to one of them suburban schools, please? No, you can't go out there. And you know what? It's not because you're black. No, it's just because you happen to live in an area with low housing value. So now what does the vouchers do? The vouchers say, that's a bunch of bull crap. It's easy to teach teachable kids. It's easy to have all of your education numbers hitting and high when you got already taught kids. The kids that are going to the suburbs, they coming in prepared. They're instant. It's like, yo, all you gotta do is add water, and this kid is already ready. But yet, you bring some of them kids from the inner city, now you start messing with their numbers. Now you start messing with their scores and stuff, and they're like, we don't want them out here. We don't want them out. Well, the vouchers allow inner city black kids, Latino kids to say, why y'all get to have all the fun? Why y'all get to have computers? Why y'all get to have food? Why y'all get to have all the stuff we need? And yet, when they send black kids out there, you got a lot of Democrats and a lot of people who are not aware of the game and how they structure it. You got them arguing against vouchers. And I'm going, they have convinced minorities to shoot themselves in the foot and like it. That's what's crazy. They're sitting back like, man, just because the Democrats told me this is what's going on, and because I hate Trump, because they also told me he racist and he hates us. So whatever they say to me, it got to be true. And you know what they told me? Yo, man, shoot yourself in the foot. So you know how it is, baby. Bang! That's what they do. Let's see what else this guy has to talk about.
And what's the number one way I piss off Donald Trump and the Republicans?
Can you see this? The lighting or something like that. Look what he just did. Look what he just did. He gave his man friend some sugar. If you couldn't see it, I don't know why the lighting is messed up on it, but he gave his man friend some sugar. Now, as the amazing Lucas said in his video, when you look at these things, what's missing? Content. What's really missing in this thing is any ideas of how to make your life actually better. Any plans, any policies, nothing. Okay, you're talking about taking away vouchers. What are you going to replace them with? What's the solution to the education? What is he talking about when it comes to infrastructure? Is he talking about anything? What is he talking about? Foreign policies? No, he's talking about a lot of feel-good stuff. A lot of social issues to make you feel all warm and funny inside. And also, he's using the big coons. He's bringing out the big guns. I'm pissing Trump off. Yeah, so now guess what you do? You focus on Trump. Did he say something about Trump? Well, if he pissing Trump off, man, whatever this dude represent then, man, I'm down with it. So focused on Trump, you're not seeing that he's feeding you doo-doo and telling you it's chocolate. He's giving you cotton candy. And you know how cotton candy is. It looks big and fulfilling and fluffy. And you go to the fair and you say, mama, please, can I get some cotton candy, please? I'm so hungry. And she says, sure. And you get the cotton candy. You say, I'm going to tear this cotton candy up. And you take a big gob, stuff it in your mouth. And as soon as you bite down, it goes and disappears just like that, because it's no substance. It's filled with air, but it looks good. It's nice and shiny. Yeah, it smells good. It's bling blinging. You're sitting there mesmerized. But notice who they usually sell cotton candy to. Kids. Because kids don't know the difference between substance and non-substance. They're always manipulated by the bling bling, the funny feeling stuff, the stuff that looks good. Yeah, but have no nutritional value. And that's what the Democrats are selling people. Stuff with no nutritional value. It's just straight up cotton candy. Eat it all up, but you're never going to get full off of it. You're never going to get stronger. No. We're not giving you real nutrition. We're just giving you a whole bunch of fancy, shiny stuff that might taste sweet to you, but at the end of the day, it's going to give you sugar diabetes, and your feet will be tingling by the end of the night. All right, tingling. Yeah, if you don't know about the sugar diet, that's a black term. See, black people allowed to use messed up terms when it come down to like diagnosing things. You know, we come up with like the sugar. You know, I'm sure that was a black man who said, man, I got the sugar. You know, or like when you have an alcohol problem and, you know, afterwards you're going through withdrawals, we say things like, he got the shakes. You know, you never see a doctor come in and say, what you're suffering from is the shakes. No, it's just something we say in the black community, the sugar. So the bottom line is this man is pandering towards black people and other minorities and the homosexual people and all of that, and using all the little black prop kids. Yeah, you see at the end, got two little black kids posted up. That's going to piss Trump off. Yeah. And all they're doing is pushing more identity politics and more liberal agendas into society, and hoping that people are so distracted by all of the rhetoric about Donald Trump and how we should hate them, they won't stop to really look and say, but what are you really offering? You said a lot of stuff, fancy stuff. It's the guy that meets the girl and she's asking him a little bit about himself, and he's just not giving her any substance. Well, you know, I got my first PhD at Harvard University, and I have a Bentley, and I have a house in Florida and one in California, but no substance about himself. Just a whole bunch of superficial stuff. And at the end of the day, the guy's pompous, arrogant, conceited, narcissistic, and whatever else. But if you ain't careful, you'll get caught up going, ooh, a house in Florida and California, and you got a Bentley? I want to ride in that Bentley. And then when you get home with him, you'll find out this dude can't hold a conversation. He ain't got no brains. He rude. He inconsiderate. And I'm going to have to cut him loose. And that's what I'm telling every minority to do. Cut the Democrats loose once and for all. All right? Because they pimping you. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin's Court. I hate it. I don't like y'all to see me like this, y'all. But after watching that video, it made me so mad. So I had to tag team with the amazing Lucas. He reached all the way from California and tagged me, and I came off the ropes, throwing judo chops and the bob back and a chicken wing. That's how I felt about this commercial. Anyway, God bless you. Check me out on Facebook, on Twitter, You can also check me out on Wednesday nights on my live radio blog talk show. And if you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, the link's in the bottom to do so. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. God bless.